back, guys, to the man cave. Today I'm working on the Hummer again. Window regulator on the Hummer has broke, and I'll let y'all look at it. These little blue things right here won't stay in there for some reason, but the main thing was this little guide. And when I took it apart, as you can see, this guide is here. This one right here is supposed to go right here, but the little plastic keeper broke. So when I went to roll it up, it only rolled up halfway and stopped. And then of course I rolled it back down, and it rolled down real funny. It wasn't a nice smooth roll down. It just like went really fast, like it fell down, but it would go back up. So I wanted to show y'all the disassembly, but this was like when I got off work and I was headed to the house, and of course the window wouldn't work, and it looked like it was going to rain. So when I got home, I immediately went into let's get this window up mode. I was taking everything apart, and once I found out what was wrong with it, I just took the whole assembly out and put some blocks up in there to hold my window up, so that way if it did rain, it wouldn't rain in the rig. But today I've got the new unit. Got the new unit right here. So here's the new unit, and those little pieces. I don't know if y'all can see. Can y'all see that little fraying? All that in there. I think that's from the wire riding on that piece of metal. But anyway, this is all attached, and it's fixed in there very good. The clip, as you can tell, are attached where they need to be. And the electrical is a little different, which shouldn't be a problem. As you can see, the electrical on this motor has its own pigtail, and that's just the plug. And this is OEM. I got this off of JC Whitney. It wasn't very expensive. Wasn't too expensive. And that was the cheapest one I found. So we're going to give this dude a shot and see how it works. And I'm going to take y'all with me on the install. So let's grab some tools and let's get busy. Yeah, I'm going to need it here. Trim tool, definitely. So we'll get the 1/4 inch. Let's get an extension. Like I said, I probably would forget a tool, and that's my screwdriver. So if you're taking your door panel off, one mistake I made is I tried to remove this cover thinking there was screws in here. Yeah, don't do that. The only thing holding this panel together is one screw right here behind the handle. Get that out of the way. And then this little cover pops off. You can just work it around your handle like so. Once you get that panel off, you got those two screws right there. Shed a little light. I'm wondering why it wasn't coming off. See those two screws? That's what holds the middle. So after that's popped off, it's just pretty much clips all the way around, and you lift up. The old panel right here, it pops off, so you gotta get it out of the way too. You can't. There we go. Alright, so once you unplug your window control switch, you probably could have done that first. Just get the door panel out the way. I'm gonna remove my door handle so I can lay this all the way down a little better. And I probably do not have the right, oh, there we go. I thought I didn't have the right socket, y'all. So, and that's a 10. And we got to move this little safety clip. So probably could have used another screwdriver. There we go. And that'll pop right out. You see it lifted out, and it'll go back in just the same way. This just goes forward and comes out. See the little clips? So when you stick it back in, you just push it in. All right, let me continue removing this membrane out the way. Yay. So this is what you're left with. And here's my wood holding my window up, and the regulator goes right back here. So gonna pause for a minute and find something to prop this window up so I can safely get the window regulator back in it without the window falling down on my arm. This is going to be the correct orientation, and it's going to go right there, and right there. Also, I got these loose, which holds your window. So when I let the window down after I install it, it'll cradle in there, and then I can tighten these up and pinch the window a little bit. So orientation. With anything, you just gotta work it around for a minute. We're gonna get this motor set. Let's get this motor set in because it's kind of heavy. Wrong bolt. That was for the door handle. Alright, so got a little bit of movement. That's what we want. That way you can have a little adjustability, a little wiggle room. And now let's put the track. Let's get the track lined up. And the track comes pre-greased. So I was kind of happy with that. It looks like I'm missing a bolt. Nothing super tight right now. Just got a feeling I'm gonna have to get a hold of that other bolt over there. Let's plug this motor up. Now on the disassembly, of course, I had to unplug the motor, and the plug was right there. This one came with this pigtail, so nothing wrong with that. As long as it doesn't get in the way, we should be okay. And I'm thinking maybe just taking this wood out, and we'll lower the window down before we try operation. And that's what I used to hold. I just wedged a 2x4 in there somewhere. But that's what the window did, and it wouldn't go up any further. So Alright, I got it sitting down in there. Once we can get to this one, I'm not going I'm just barely snugging it. Because we're going to operate this and make sure it goes all the way up and all the way down. Let's get our window switch. Alright, let's give a taste test. See how it's off a little bit? That's because we got to tighten that other clamp. So I think we can reach it through these holes, but right now it's looking good. I mean, that's all the way down. There it is, right through that hole. Let's get her lined up. Go all the way up to the top. See if I can't reach it. That way I know it's pressed up in there good. So everything's looking pretty good. That's snug. I can go and snug all the rest of my bolts down while the window's in place. Let's operate this dude again. I think I'm kind of happy with that. Alright guys, that seems pretty fair. Unplug my switch again. We're going to have to feed all this back through that membrane. That water shield. And that's not too terrible of a fix. It does have its steps. So just put your wires back through where you pull them out of. Our switch. Put your door rods back through where they came out of. And get some of these holes lined up. And this sticky stuff is pretty sticky, so you just get it back up into place, and when you get that door panel back on, it'll seal it back off. Because this is the second time I've taken it off. Oh yeah, don't forget your little door light. Sorry, I did not mention that. I think it's because it was already unplugged from the first time I took it off, but unplug your little door light. My bad, y'all. Alright, so before we put the panel back on, make sure your wires are plugged through, your rods are through, and get your door handle back on. Alright, so I got that rod popped in that little hole. There we go. So I got it in the hole right there. And I'm just going to push that. Take a little door light out so I can put the wire back through it. Fish that dude in. Window light fished in. We're in the unlocked position. We're up on the thing. And start. Seems to be good to can feel it. It doesn't slide as easy until that rod's connected. So it goes back in, lights back in. Let's put our cell panel back on. Just an easy little snap. Snap on. And now that's another thing I forgot. Your 2 screws, so we got to put those on, and that's going to help hold this panel so it doesn't pull on the inside. Before we forget. Alright, there's that. Now, our door latch cover. We'll lift the handle out a little bit, slide that dude on. Just work it on in somehow. Best way you can, I don't know. Like a jigsaw puzzle. Once you get it there, you're in like Flynn. Well guys, that's going to end it for this video. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Let me know what you think, and if you're working on your Hummer and your window regulator has pooped the bed, hopefully this video helps you out. Until then, you guys, see you on the next one. Not going as easy as it did the first time. Uh-oh. I don't think I got it in the hole, y'all. Yeah.